Hi, children. Welcome to another story, The Wolf and the 7 Little Goats. Once upon a time, in a cozy little cottage nestled deep in the forest, there lived 7 little goats with soft white fur and twinkling eyes. They were the happiest goats in the world, always playing in the meadow and munching on sweet green grass. Their mother, a kind and loving goat, took care of them and warned them about the dangers of the outside world. One sunny morning, as the 7 little goats were playing in the meadow, their mother gathered them around and said, "Listen carefully, my dear children. I must leave for a while to fetch some food, but remember to keep the door locked and not open it for anyone except me. There is a cunning wolf in the forest who would love to gobble you up. Promise me you'll be safe and not open the door." The little goats nodded their heads and promised to keep the door locked, and their mother set off for the market. Now, deep in the forest, there indeed lived a sly and hungry wolf. He had heard about the 7 little goats and their tender, tasty meat. With a wicked grin, he decided to pay them a visit while their mother was away. The wolf crept closer to the little cottage and peeked through the window. He saw the 7 little goats playing and could hardly wait to get his paws on them. But he also noticed their mother's absence. The wolf was not easily discouraged. He put on a gentle voice and called out, "Hello, my dear little goats. It's me, your mother. I've come back earlier than expected. Please open the door for me." But the clever little goats were not fooled. They knew their mother's voice well, and this was not her. The youngest goat, who had the sharpest wits, said, "No, you're not our mother. She has a soft and sweet voice. You have a gruff voice like a wolf. Go away." The wolf growled and huffed, but he wasn't ready to give up just yet. He hurried to the market and bought a large piece of chalk. Then he came back to the cottage and used the chalk to make his voice sound softer. Once again, he called out, "Hello, my dear little goats. It's me, your mother. I've come back earlier than expected. Please open the door for me." This time, the wolf's voice did sound softer, but the youngest goat wasn't fooled. He had a keen sense of smell and said, "No, you're still not our mother. She smells sweet and lovely. You smell like a wolf. Go away." The wolf was getting frustrated, but he wasn't about to give up just yet. He thought of one last trick. He went to the bakery and rolled in the flour until he looked as white as snow. With his voice as soft as he could manage and his white coat, he once again called out, "Hello, my dear little goats. It's me, your mother. I've come back earlier than expected. Please open the door for me." The youngest goat sniffed the air, looked through the keyhole, and noticed the white figure outside. This time, he had to think carefully. He said, "Show us your white paws, mother, so we can be sure it's really you." The wolf, feeling desperate, put his paws up against the door, revealing his dark and furry limbs. The 7 little goats saw this and shouted, "No, no, you're not our mother. She has white paws, not dark ones like you. Go away, wicked wolf." The wolf let out a furious howl, realizing that his tricks had failed. He ran away into the forest, never to bother the little goats again. The 7 little goats rejoiced, knowing that they had outsmarted the sly wolf. They waited patiently for their real mother to return, and when she did, they hugged her tightly and promised to always listen to her and be safe. From that day on, the 7 little goats were even wisser and more cautious, and they lived happily ever after, knowing that their love for each other and their cleverness had kept them safe from harm. And the wicked wolf, well, he learned that in the end, goodness and cleverness always triumph over cunning and wickedness.